Hello everyone. I'd like to start off our course on the Energiewende with an overview of the targets. Now, a lot of people think that Germany has a target of 100% renewable energy, and that turns out not to be the case. As you can see from this chart, the main targets are 80% renewable electricity and 60% renewable energy. That's the green areas. The purple represents the overall amount of energy, and we see that there is a 50% reduction in total primary energy consumption. So to get 60% renewable energy, we also have to cut energy consumption by 50%. And again, these goals are for 2050. What we also see is that carbon emissions in the process will be reduced by at least 80% and possibly by as much as 95%. Now, in the power sector, there's a lot of stuff going on, and that's actually where we could start off with our criticism of what Germany's doing if we wanted. We can see that a lot of attention is being paid to the power sector. There's all kinds of intermediate goals, not only for 2030 and 2040, but also for 2025 and 2035. In fact, in 2025 and 2035, we actually have maximum targets. So we are not supposed to surpass 45% renewable electricity in 2025, just to take that example. In contrast, if we look at the heat sector and transportation, we see that there's just a bunch of empty space in the middle. This is essentially an indication that Germany has not really thought out what needs to be done in these two sectors. So it's really just the transitioning to renewables in the power sector and not enough for heat and transportation. Having said that, there are a number of scenarios that Germany has already done, various research institutes, and we will talk about those later on in this course. For the time being, I think the main takeaway really is that this transition is a transition to renewables, but actually it's a transition to renewables and efficiency. Cutting primary energy consumption in half is crucial because, as you can see here, the actual amount of renewable energy is not going to increase all the way up so that we can switch over to renewables at our current levels of consumption. We will have to bring energy consumption down to a lower level and then meet that smaller amount with 60% renewables.